In December 2019, the Minister of Roads and Highways, Kwasi Amoako-Attah, caused the arrest of 3 foreign nationals for constructing a fence wall on a portion of the St. Street close to the Association International School at Airport Residential Area in the Greater Accra region. The 3 were put in the custody of the BNI. The foreigners were also arrested for supervising the construction of a 22-story multi-purpose building without the required permit for the project. The minister further directed that the part of the project that took a portion of the road be pulled down, and that the contractors will be surcharged for the reconstruction of that section of the road.
Please, raise down the hoarding. Raise down the hoarding and provide our own security here.
Hey, I have you to say that not too far.
What is about? What is the director of? Please, raise down the hoarding.
Hey, come.
They are supposed to keep the laws of those countries. We expect the same from any foreigner who comes into our country. And all of us should be careful. Officials at various sectors, we should be careful and we should carry our national pride. It's painful that some officials allow, I don't know what it is. Is it money? Is it what? We allow foreigners to take our country for the ride. Money is not the most important thing in this world. So who, if they have any permit, and I am told they don't have any permit, is yet to be investigated. That's why I've ordered for their arrest and possible prosecution. If there is anybody who is involved in this matter, any official at any level who might have compromised his or her position, that person will also be.
Residents of airports who raised alarm about the safety of motorists on the stretch called for the closure of the road in front of the construction site.
This road has been dug. There is nothing underneath it. You see, we are plowing the road as if it's just a road. But at one point, they're told that one day it's just going to cave in because there's a big hole underneath it. They've dug 40 feet down. So if a big truck or several big trucks pass, it's like Russian roulette. The next little car coming along will just fall in. And that's 40 feet down. They didn't check with the EPA. They didn't do the necessary public hearing with the residents. They did nothing. I mean, it's just a death trap.
Fast forward into 2020, the project has been put on hold, but residents say they are in fear of their buildings collapsing as cracks have begun developing on structures close to the construction site. They attribute the cracks on their buildings to the excavation exercise which took place before the commencement of work at the site. Audrey Doimu is a resident.
We're all sitting on the same foundational rock. So just like her house has begun to show signs of, the building is actually collapsing and it's unsafe. It's not habitable because she did approach the people at CAS+F and they actually had the audacity to tell her to come and stay in the container so that they could fix something that can be fixed. What we want to do is ask if we can get the Minister of Housing and Works to come in and inspect the damage that they've done so that they would understand number one, our fear, number two, our concerns to the fact that these properties belong to us. We cannot afford for our properties to be destroyed by the wantonness of what they are doing.
Her assertion was corroborated by Michael Bowman Amua and Najwa Akom-Mensah, who are also residents.
What's important is that the government should have stepped in by now, because it's not up to us alone. This is a public safety issue. Just like the minister stopped the work from happening and they gave them permission to just mitigate some of the damage, like fixing the road and so on and so forth. somebody should stop them from even doing anything. And right now, the focus should be on surveying all the properties in the area, identifying those that have damage, and then shoring up those that don't have damage, but are likely to be damaged with further work.
Listen, the people who live in this area, and I mean the real people who move to airport, we do not need a 22-story building. We don't need Mirage. We don't need, because we've seen better. We don't need these things. So we have an Accra Mall. We don't need multi-purpose. I mean, if these words are now new in Ghana, sorry, some of us were born with it, born with multi-story. We don't need it. So it's not as if you are bringing something wonderful to Abubulushi.
This building is hanging as a result of the construction of the 22-story building. An action has to be taken immediately to salvage the situation before any calamity happens here. Reporting for Citi News from Airport Residential Area, my name is Philip Ni Latte.